Listen, we have not victimized anybody. And I've said it before, and I hope it's the last time I have to say it, that the people who we have removed from the government's payroll are people who are working, getting paid to do nothing. Some people are not even showing up at the office. In respect of the lady who is supposed to be leading this so-called march today, her work as an education officer left a lot to be desired. I am not the employee directly, but when we do the evaluation, the advice was that here is someone who has not performed and therefore, having had extensions, ought to be removed from the post. And that is it. And people must learn to be honest. And there were too many people in this country of St. Kitts and Nevis thrive on dishonesty, lies, because they want to get their wrongdoing made right, and it can't happen.
Now that's just one person. What happened to the other?
The rest of them, I said the rest, what 100?
Just said there were hundreds, 123. No, I'm just asking.
We have removed from the government, well, the trough, the mouth in the trough, right? The trough. We have asked them to, we have removed them because they were not doing any work.
Normally when people are working, you give them a warning, a second, and that's
No, this is not a similar situation. This is not the situation. These are people who were hangers on. Hangers on. And when you have hangers on, you have to ensure that they no longer hang on to the detriment of the country.
Now, were they expressing themselves, were they being disrespectful to their bosses and things like that?
Well, that has nothing to do with it. These are people who are extraneous workers, getting paid to do nothing. And that is what they don't want to admit.
Okay, now they're saying that they don't have any living now. They have to...
The living is not the government's responsibility to give everybody a living. So what about the other persons who have to pay taxes to sustain those who are asking about living, who have not been working to earn their wage fairly? That cannot be right. And we need to call a spade a spade. We must be honest in this country.
Now they're saying that you got rid of them and you employed supporters of yourself.
No. That's not the case. That's not the case.
No one has been re-employed.
That's not the case. We had 8 or more advisors at on government's payroll. We hired Mr. Mikey Perkins to provide technical support, not to waste money, because Mr. Perkins is a qualified engineer, and he provides that kind of service to the government.
Now there's a young man by the name of something Tyson, said he was dismissed because of the mix-up of a tape. What's the story behind that?
Ask him. Ask Mr. Tyson to, as I'm saying, let Mr. Tyson be honest about his involvement with the government's network. Ask him. Talk to Mr. Tyson. Mr. Tyson refused on several occasions to undertake duties which were assigned to him, and had to be suspended on one occasion. And it is not the first time that Mr. Tyson deliberately, as far as we are concerned, left unedited tapes because his object was to embarrass whoever was doing the tape so that we could look like incompetents. How can you have someone working in government information service who will do something like that? And I noticed that he has been employed in St. Kitts. Well, good luck to the federal government. But when someone practices dishonesty and incompetence, they don't often, if ever, change their spots.